Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine, Coach. You can hear us okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, just to start things off, obviously a tough game tonight against Stetson. What was your message to the team afterward?
Just to stick together. We faced some adversity here early in the season, and I think it's important as we move forward with this weekend and after the weekend that our guys stick together and we act as one. Tonight obviously didn't go the way we wanted. We weren't great offensively. I think obviously after the first inning, our pitching staff did a really nice job keeping it at bay, and it was good to see Vespi and Zach Bennett do a great job out there. So, just to stick together and continue to fight for each other.
Hey, Coach. So it was a tough game tonight. I believe it was the first shutout since May of 2019. What were the problems, the biggest issues that you saw that Stetson was giving you, and what would you like to change and fix before heading to Oxford this Friday?
Yeah, we talked. You put together the game plan before the game. You talk about the things. We talk about the ways that they're trying to get us out, but how we're going to beat them, and it's a fine line. And tonight, I think they did a better job of executing how to get us out as opposed to how we're going to beat them. And over the weekend, we showed a lot of grit and a lot of fight, and really battled our way through some at bats. And we never, we hit some balls hard tonight. We had a couple of walks mixed in, a couple of hits. But we never really mixed in back to back. Strung together some at bats. So that's really disappointing. But tomorrow. Preparation for the weekend starts quickly, and you got to get back to the game.
Coach, what do you want to see your pitchers do better when they get to Ole Miss?
I think just strike one early in the count, preferably that first pitch. I think that would be a big deal. There's such a discrepancy between 0-1 counts and 1-0 counts, and it dictates at bats. And you look tonight at definitely Zach Bennett and just his pace on the mound, the way that he went about his business, getting the ball, getting on the mound, getting the sign and firing that thing away, I think was great to see. Ben Vespi had a little bit of that in him as well. And obviously at the end, Billy McKay did a great job. It's good to see Lepkoski out there. But I think the key for those guys, for all of our guys is just being able to fill up the zone and having and continuing to maintain their composure when things don't go their way, whether it's a loud out, loud contact, a ball strike, whatever happens, just continuing to get to the next pitch and getting back to your baseline for that following pitch. And if we can continue to improve on that, then I think we'll see better results.
Coach, because this team has so many returning players that were at Auburn last year and were part of that sweep, can you use some of that from even last year as maybe some sort of confidence as you head into Mississippi this weekend to face another top-ranked SEC team?
Absolutely. I think the experiences that our guys had last year, obviously going to Auburn and having success, but the other games along the way, I think will pay dividends for this weekend. And the key is every team is a new team. We return a lot of guys, but everybody returns a lot of guys, and everybody's gotten better. So what are you doing to be different, and hopefully learning from the good and the bad experiences and being able to play on. So I think it's going to be important this weekend. It's going to be similar weather, but we'll see about the crowd and the atmosphere and that kind of thing from last year with Auburn. We'll see how those things take care to where it's important that. I think last year we did a really good job that weekend of playing together and stringing together at bats and getting on to the next pitch. And we talked about that. We actually talked about that today in our scouting report meeting, and we weren't able to execute that tonight. So that's a learning experience, and you move forward, and it's a long season. So you got to be able to learn early so that you can continue to get better as the weeks and games go by. So I'm looking forward to the weekend, seeing how guys respond, and we'll go from there.
Coach, what was the biggest difference offensively coming out of that FAU series into this game tonight?
Oh man, you look back and we talked about this and you know, I how many first pitch outs or early in the count within the first 2 or 3 pitches did we make outs and make, you know, a pop up here, a pop up there where they were trying to get us out at the top of the zone. And that was the way, you know, Nealon stuff kind of works. And, you know, we're making weak contact to where over the weekend walks and hit by pitch, you know, you don't put up crooked numbers in college baseball without a walk, a hit by pitch, maybe an error. So, you know, you're not doing it with just getting hits. So over the weekend, we scored a bunch of runs because we strung together at bats, and it wasn't just, you know, we get a walk and a hit by pitch and a hit and a double. And, you know, that's the way you put up those big numbers. And tonight, you know, I think we had 3 or 4 walks, you know, no hit by pitch. We made early in the count outs. And so we didn't make him grind on the mound. And, you know, I don't know that I don't know that for those guys, you know, that he was going to last 5 or 6 innings in their game plan. But when, you know, I know back-to-back innings in the 3rd and 4th inning, he threw 11 pitches. And, you know, we made some mental mistakes in one of the innings that, you know, 2 pitches, 2 outs. And that's something that we talk about on a regular basis and you know, just had a lapse in concentration. And, you know, all of a sudden it's the 6th inning and that guy's still in the ball game. So, you know, just that.
Are you expecting Coach Lovelady back for the weekend series? And what are the logistics? Are you looking at a long bus trip?
We're flying to Oxford tomorrow, to Memphis and busing to Oxford. Coach will meet us there on Friday. So the plan is for him to rejoin the team Friday morning and be in the dugout for Friday afternoon's game.
Coach Alex already had 6 hits coming into this game. Got another one tonight and got robbed of another hit there in left center. What have you just seen from him in the first year he's been here?
Man, incredible. He's you know, continues to put together really good at bats, hit the ball hard when he gets good pitches. You know, that first at bat, tried to back foot a slider and left it up, and he hammered it. That was good to see. And he did the same thing over the course of the weekend and continued to put the barrel on the ball and put together good at bats, took his walks, very mature approach at the plate, and continues to, you know, put pressure on the opposition. Plays a little bit fast at times on defense. You know, the ball that he bobbled tonight, and we still were able to get an out. Maybe a double play ball, which would have been great, but we're still able to get the out. But plays a little bit quick at times, which you expect sometimes out of young guys. So, you know, as he gets reps and experience, that piece of the game will slow down for him. But incredible. You know, he you know, we knew coming in that he's a very talented kid. You just don't know how the games will go for guys. But to this point, you know, through 4 games, he's been a really good offensive piece for us. Hit for some power, you know, tonight, and that was a big play for them. You know, good positioning. That, you know, they caught us we hit some balls right at them in their tracks, but that ball, you know, if that left fielder doesn't catch it, it's a double and it's 5-2, and we're back in the ball game. So, but a really good at bat for him, and was able to square it up. So really pleased with where he's at, and you know, he works really hard at it and will continue to get better.
Coach, what was the main message to the team after the game? You guys, your bats have been pretty hot, especially in this past weekend series against FAU. Is it just a case, like you were saying, look, a new game, a new fresh start heading into going to Mississippi this next Friday and next weekend series? Is it try to move past this game as soon as possible?
Yeah, I think so. You know, just talking to them about that, you know, being able to take everything in. And, you know, over the weekend, we showed a lot of grit, showed a lot of, you know, teamwork as far as stringing together those at bats, and we weren't able to do it tonight. So this is more an aberration than it is than who we are. And we talk a lot about, you know, over the weekend, if you ask me what I would want out of our offense, or what I would want you to say out of our offense, exactly what we showed this weekend is what I would like for you to see and be able to talk about. So, you know, that piece of it will get better. But I think the key is whether, you know, the guys on the mound or the position players, you know, you do your job and the next guy does his job, and we're gonna have a chance to win games. And don't get caught up in the scoreboard. You know, the other night we're down 17-3, and you know, we got 2 here and 3 there, and all of a sudden 17-11, and 6 runs in that ballpark seemed like very manageable. And we gave up a few more, and then we scored 4 more to finish the game, and obviously came up short. But that grit, and regardless of the score, just keep battling and keep battling. It's always 0-0, and forgetting about what's happening. So I was a little bit disappointed in the fact that it was runner at first and 2 outs, and we hadn't given up a run, and we couldn't finish the inning in the first inning. But then our offense seemed like some guys were taking some swings, where they were trying to get us back in the game with one swing, and we just needed to grind out at bats. But just you do what you do, and the next guy does what he does, and we'll do this together, and that'll make the team. So get past this game, move on to a road trip coming up, and our first flight, and this is good bonding time for our guys. Getting to know each other a lot on the bus and the plane, and airport, and all that. So looking forward to that.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.